The Flash issue 17, Joshua Williamson writing and Carmine Di Giandomenico on art.
I don't believe it's not just him, is it? It's
is it not?
I didn't think so. I think there was someone else with him. 1 second, let me find the credits page.
Oh,
No, there's three. So
three?
You've got him. You've got David Gianfelice. I don't know how you say that, and Neil Googe.
Felice, I think I would pronounce
Felice?
that. Yeah, I'd do a ch sound.
Yeah, that works.
Italian to me. Could
Yeah,
be wrong.
the three of them are all credited as artists.
Oh, really?
And I will be honest, there are a few panels where I noticed, a few pages in particular I noticed where it wasn't Giandomenico.
I wonder if it's because he was attempting to do the whole arc himself, but then in this last issue he just maybe kind of was struggling to...
But one of the ones that stood out as I don't think it was him was one of the big splash pages, actually.
Well, which one?
It's the one where Flash really just says never.
All right.
That page felt like a little bit off to me. It didn't feel as sleek as his stuff usually is. Maybe I'm wrong and it is him, or it could be just because there's two colorists as well, I believe. And maybe that one's just a different colorist that's giving it the different feel. I'm not entirely sure, but something's off about that page for me.
You're right. I think the page before that looks like the same person, actually, in terms of the art.
Yeah, you're right.
Similar kind of faces. I'll be honest, for whatever reason I didn't notice that when I was going through it. Interestingly enough, the page after that though looks like it's back to...
yeah, the page after looks like it's back to Giandomenico.
Yeah. Curious placement for these different pages. But as far as the issue itself, of course, he has it's basically a fight with the rogues, mainly Captain Cold. He's got his black ice gun. What is the black ice gun? Well, top of shooting ice, it's developed from the technology that was used to create the Speed Force storm at the start of the series.
Yeah.
And it basically interrupts with the Speed Force as well, so Flash can't vibrate through the ice, so it makes it a bit more dangerous to him specifically.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Most of the issues actually fight with the rogues. All the other rogues come in and he fights amongst them, and he basically takes them all down. Actually, I say he takes them down. He basically causes havoc to the gun so that when Golden Glider tries to shoot him at close range, it kind of short circuits and knocks them all out.
Yeah,
it's a big blast.
He's losing. One of my favorite moments is that you get to really see the rogues play to each other's strengths as a team. The moment that I have is where the wizard tells Mirror Master to turn his rain into tiny mirror shards.
Yeah, that's a really good moment.
That's cool.
That's really cool. I think what I like is just at the end of it is Flash is kind of losing and Golden Glider's like got the gun to his head and she's like, maybe the reason why we keep losing is because we don't break a rule, because they've got a code, they don't kill.
Yeah.
And Snart kind of was like, no, like let me do it, sis. Like this isn't you. This isn't you. He's like he's trying to not let her be the killer.
He's clearly not. I don't think even then he wouldn't have taken the shot. He just wanted to get the gun off her.
Yeah, I agree, but I think that's the logic he's trying to sell to her.
Yeah.
At that moment in time. But luckily for Flash, the gun, he disrupted it a couple of pages ago.
It misfires.
It misfires, causes a huge sort of shockwave, and Flash wins. Rogues go to jail.
Yeah, pretty much.
Happy days. Other tidbits in this issue, Wally's still looking into his uncle, or his dad, it turned out to be.
Yeah.
And he was in Iron Heights, he broke in and got some info. And then at the end of the issue, we see some of those fake rogues that we've been seeing throughout the arc. The paper cut man, or paper plane man, what was it called? What was it called?
Paper cut?
Was it paper cut? Yeah, paper cut. It's kind of we've got Folding Paper Man and New Superman. I need to differentiate between my paper villains.
Yeah, it's not helpful, is it?
Nah, but got Paper Cut and a couple of the little lackeys, and they go into like a new cell block and they get beat up, and then we find out like Snart's there, Captain Cold, has now promoted himself to the new kingpin of Central City. He wants to rule the city now. It's not just traditional rogue-esque stuff.
He wants to be a crime boss.
He wants to be a crime boss. And I think this is pretty cool. I feel like this will be like a new status quo thing for Williamson's run, where we'll have Snart kind of in the background, popping up in between various arcs.
Yeah, and I really like what this could do. Like, does he make others obey his code?
Yeah.
And does he transform crime that way? To maybe the point where Barry is like, maybe I should leave him in this position because he's keeping them under control. Like it's in the same way he kind of does with the rogues, where he tolerates them to a degree.
Yeah, possibly. It could bring this new level of mutual respect, I guess, in the city.
Yeah, I think it could be interesting. We'll have to see how Snart plays it, obviously.
Yeah,
I'm definitely interested to see how it plays out.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Other than that, most of this issue is the fight. It's mostly...
It is. It's mostly straightforward for that.
Flash taking on the Snart and then the Rogues as a team. It's a fun fight, though. And
it is.
I think the differences in a few of the pages aside, the art is pretty good. And yeah, like you say, it's fun seeing the Rogues use all the different powers and sort of making them work together.
Yeah, it's nice. Obviously, I like that Barry still considers them a threat. Like they're individually maybe not, but all of them together, they do work as a team and they function and they are a threat to him even without powers.
Yeah, that's a pretty straightforward issue. But really, when
it was.
Think about it.
It was kind of exactly what the end of the arc needed to be. Just let's resolve, set up something nice for the future, and we'll move on from there.
Yeah. I don't remember. I imagine it's maybe dealing with the Wally West stuff next couple of issues.
It says break out from Belle Reve or something. I think it said. Let me just double check.
Yeah, so it's the Wally West stuff because that's where his dad is.
Yeah, it says break in at Belle Reve.
Break in at Belle Reve. Yeah, that makes sense. So
yeah,
that'll be maybe the focus for the next couple of issues before we get to the Button crossover.
Makes sense. You don't want to start anything real now.
Because we have, I think, 3 issues before we get to that.
It's 21, wasn't it? So, was it 22? The 21 and 22?
21.
22 and 23?
It's 21 and 22, so...
Right, and this was 17.
Yeah, so 18, 19, 20.
Yeah.
Yeah, so... Yeah, it makes sense. Maybe we'll get a wee 3-issue arc, or maybe it'll be just a 2-issue thing in a one-shot.
Yeah, kind of we'll have to wait and see. Maybe a little tease of what's to come in the Button as the third one.
Yeah, maybe they'll do the same thing. Yeah, the Action and Superman have kind of done for the Superman crossover, where they tease what big things are coming. Or yeah, I can see that. But no, so Flash is still super fun. Just a really straightforward issue. Matt, see it? I didn't forget this time. Flash art was spotty. So he's it's a shame because
he's called the same thing as we've just mentioned.
D.J. Domenico shines in his parts. Williamson nails what makes Barry the Flash beyond the powers. I like how the Rogues seem broken by the end. And what is Kid Flash up to? ? Well, he's trying to see his dad. Pay attention, Matt. But yeah, Flash is very... I feel like if you've been enjoying Flash, there's like no reason to complain about any of the issues at all, really. It's been pretty consistent since issue 1.
I mean, I thought it grew because I wasn't that big at the start, if you remember.
Ah, that's true.
I thought it grew over that first arc, but now it's pretty consistent, minus the art issues in this one.
Yeah, I feel like that was just a time thing.
It probably was. I just felt it was really awkward to have the big splash page be one of the extra artists. It felt weird.
No pun intended. I think I was reading it so quick I didn't even pick up on that as I was going through it.
It just jumped out at me.
No, see, once you mentioned it, I looked at it, I'm like, yeah, you're right. This isn't Carmine at all. But